guys, this is Karma Trader again. So here we have NASDAQ um, doing some market things. When I say market things is when we do something we're not supposed to do. Okay, so if you have seen my videos, you will know that I'm going to erase this. You will know that I work based on the Asian ranges. Okay, this what happened today. This big movement to the buy side is something that is not normal for the market when we have a bias that will go to the downside. Okay, so let me show you something here. So usually when we have these kind of candles of 1 minute during news, right, we tend to recover all of that movement to then go back up again. In this case, we didn't go all the way down yet, so I'm really expecting a movement to the downside. That's my bias for today, so I would expect the market to respect that bias in going lower. So I kind of want to take a trade here because it is a very nice position to get. Let me do something here. Sorry guys, my internet disconnected a little bit. So I was saying guys that today I have a lower bias and that I expect the market to respect that. Okay, today we can have a big candles move. It can be very probable to happen once we open the market. So I will get or try to get any position that we get here, from here and up. So that's gonna be, like, as I said, my bias for the day. So I still expect the market to go higher a little bit more because the opening of the market is closed. So I'm looking, my eyes are here in this target because also 7:45 a.m. is a very important liquidity that always the market tends to look for. So that goes in hand with my bias as well. Okay, so yeah, so as I said, I'm trying to get any positions that are above it because I think it's a very nice target to go. Why? Because it will form a breaker. High low and a higher high can form a breaker to go lower, and that's what I'm expecting today. We can go there or we cannot go there. That's something that can happen. So here we just reversed the opening gap. Let's see what occurs during this stage of the opening. So also we have here a small gap that we can like be touching and then reversing, and as you see, it is only 10 points above my current target, so it is not very crazy to just go there and then go back up, back down, sorry. So this would be nice to touch before the opening if it wants to do so. You know, we will need to be careful. I'm going to wait until the opening. Usually I don't wait. Usually I go and enter immediately, but I will wait. Why? Because the movement higher, for me, it shouldn't happen. You know, it shouldn't happen, but it did. So I was expecting today a big drop. We are not gonna drop today as much as I wanted to do. So it is going to be delayed. As I said yesterday, it is going to be delayed until Thursday or Friday. And if for some reason it doesn't happen this week, it'll happen next week on Monday. On the opening of the market, it'll happen that day, and on Monday we will continue going down, and on Tuesday we will continue going down until Tuesday evening. Okay, so we still continue making crazy movements here. I kind of want to take the trade, I'm not gonna lie, because I think it's a very nice position. But we will wait. Okay, we will wait to see how it reacts, what it does. If we continue going straight down, I'm going to feel confident and I'm going to grab my position, because I know we will drop the market today. Okay, also we have this liquidity here, something that I think it's too close, a little bit too close to just go for it immediately. But as I said, we usually tend to record all of the movement during the news, and of course a little bit lower, and then we tend to reverse. That's why I say we probably are not going to drop that much today, even though that's what I'm expecting, a drop of at least 300 points from the opening. Due to this movement and due to what I told you, that's what I'm expecting, a drop that much, you know, of that much. So yeah, right now we're just waiting. We're in a very decisive time to take a trade and to do something in the market. I think I'm going to take the trade here, and I'm going to be putting my stop loss just here, 20 points. And if we go up there, that's gonna be fine, but I'm going to wait a little bit more. Why? Because we can be reversing. So well, we already left a gap there, so I'm going to be entering here. I know I told you guys not to enter when the market is doing the movement, but you know, it's the opening, and if we want to go lower in these last 2 minutes, we are going to just go insanely fast to the downside, and we're going to reach this in less than 3 minutes. Okay, so it can even happen in one candle. So when you know these kind of things, you tend to maybe be or risk a little bit more, because you know how the market moves, right? So yeah, right now we just wait. We can be reversing off of this point, that is the Asian range high. You know that I trade based on Asian ranges, so yeah, we're just crossing that. I'm expecting the market to come here insanely fast and continue dropping from there. If we are able to come here before 9:35, 9:40, I expect the market to continue dropping. But also remember that it matches this candle. This candle. So I've been telling you that we can just cross it, come back down to this liquidity, and then reverse. Okay, so that reversal can affect you because the market probably wants to continue going higher, or at least come back to this before the drop. Okay, why? Because the market has been doing that yesterday, and during the midnight we had a divergence with Bitcoin. I know, and I say NASDAQ has a correlation with Bitcoin. If you do some back testing, you're going to see why. So, with Bitcoin, we had a big drop during the night, okay? And we had a divergence here because we stayed in a consolidation. As you can see, we tried to drop, we didn't, we came back up. Then we tried to drop again, we didn't, we came back up, right? So this divergence didn't happen in NASDAQ. And NASDAQ was trying to go higher and NASDAQ was dropping. So at some point, the market will need to try to match each other movements, right? So for that reason, that's why I hold my bias of going lower. So here's the opening. We didn't have any crazy movements yet, just like this one. I'm holding it because I know I caught a very great position, and I already said that I'm going to be holding it 10 points from my entry, 15 points from my entry, and that it would be here, and that's it. If we don't go to my desired place, that's okay. Those kind of things happen, so you know. I'm going to be putting it here just because sometimes we don't gap fill. So if we don't gap fill, we just stay really close to it, okay? Just like we did here, we came really close to gap fill, but we can just ignore the fact that this is the gap and that we want to completely fill it, and we can just go back down, okay? So yeah, some of you would say, why didn't I take out the trade, whatever. So this is the reason why. This is the reason why I didn't take out my trade, because I know the market has to move in some ways to be able to get the liquidity that it wants and to be able to get some people out of the market, right? So as I said, the divergence with Bitcoin didn't happen, so it is normal that it happens right now, as you can see here. So yeah, right now we wait because this is a very specific time where many things can happen. The market can reverse in like 1 minute or so, and I mean, I'm open to everything. So right now, as I said, I'm expecting a drop. I wouldn't like to see that we hold the market in this position for 5 minutes or something like that. I would like to see a displacement to either of the two sides. It's okay if I get stopped out. That this is the reason why I don't move my stop loss to break even, because if I move it to break even, I would have been already stopped out, and you see how fast it is moving right now. So I'd rather to either lose these 15 points or wait to see what happens, right? Just like I'm doing right now. So I'd rather to do that, to be in some drawdown and wait a little bit for the market to chill in a nice position, because this was a very nice position to enter. Okay, yeah, some people will say, okay, why don't you get it, don't you get more positions there? Because as I said, anything could happen here. I'm expecting not to get a gap fill yet, because it would be just too early. You have to think in the way of an algorithm, and the way a person who programs an algorithm to get money from you would do. So maybe going higher right now would be too soon for people. After this candle, people would say, okay, we're going to keep going higher. It could happen, it could not happen, but for me it would be just too obvious. If it happens, that's fine, we wait, because I will keep my bias to the downside just like I did yesterday. We could get some money, just like we could get here 20 points already, but I decided to hold and go for a bigger movement. So yeah, so right now this is a very decisive time, 9:34. Right now we're giving like some insights of going higher, but we will still need to wait, because anything could happen. So I would like to see already the drop here, the pierce through it. I don't like all of these tries to go lower, even though I feel there were not really tries, but just noise and confusion for people. But at the same time, I'm thinking that, sometimes in the market, when we don't want to go somewhere, or when it is too obvious that we are going to go lower or higher, we tend to do these kind of things. We move to either of the two sides, and we continue like piercing, but not doing anything at all. And that means the market wants to reverse. But since we have liquidity in the downside, we still have this fair value gap that we haven't even touched. That's why I keep saying we are going to go lower. Okay, so let's just wait. That's okay, the market can take its time. We still have this fair value gap in here that I said I would like to see it be touched before the opening. Also, we had this liquidity here that I also said I would like to see it touched before the opening. But since I started to see some movements down, I told you that I would like to maybe take a trade from here now, because we're not going to come back up here. So there is still a chance that we go for this first, and why not further than that, and then reverse. So these are like my risky movements. You don't have to trade like me, okay? You just have to wait to see how the market reacts. So yeah, right now we're getting close to somewhere. We're getting close to do something in the market. We are still respecting these highs. Let's see if we can break them. Okay, we did, and we were stopped out. That is fine. We don't care about that. You see how we immediately reversed? So yeah. So let's see if we can reach that liquidity. If not, we will need to wait for a little bit more of confirmation. So right now our candles do not look very clear. Okay, so I'm going to try to get any movement higher here. Okay. Going to try to get oh shit. Okay, so so as you can see here, like, that's why I don't like to put the stop losses, because sometimes it does these kind of awful things. But anyways, so right now I'm expecting a really hard drop, even lower than this. Let's see if we can manage to do that, because the market is, so anyways, so let's see. This was some sort of bad entry, because the movement already started, so we can maybe get a retracement here or above here again. Okay, and that would be very bad for you if you try to do these kind of things. Okay, so don't try to do what I did. I actually did it because I felt a little bit impatient, because I knew we could do these kind of sweeps and then just all of a sudden reverse in less than 1 minute, just like it happened there. Okay, so here we are going to hold it. That's fine. We can still have the chance to go up. If we go up, that's something that is out of a normal movement in the market. Okay, remember we are in a date where the market tends to move weird. Okay, so right now we are in drawdown. Okay, so I'm expecting a movement way lower to this liquidity now, and that's it. Let's see how it happens. So I'm going to be taking my trade out here. That's it. So right now we are getting our profit back. Okay. So let's just wait to see how the market reacts. That's it. I'm thinking on getting a movement down here. So let's see. We are still in dangerous position, so yeah, I mean, as I said, the divergence with Bitcoin didn't happen, so we will need to catch up with Bitcoin, and that's giving NASDAQ a drop. Okay, even though if we don't want to drop that low today, we are still in the need of dropping at least to this liquidity, at least to reach this back up again. Okay. So we hold. I'm thinking in getting another position to the downside from here, but I think it's maybe too early to get it. Okay, guys. So here we had some movements to the buy side. Something that I didn't really expect. So yeah, I'm going to be taking it out, but I think, as I said, going to hold a little bit more because um, I don't know. I think this is not the real movement. Also, this is inside my um, risk plan, so I I can hold it. Okay. So yeah, maybe this is for some of you too much, but as I said, it is my risk plan. Just 20 points. And I'm still waiting here. I'm waiting for something that ICT calls the Judas swing. So the Judas swing started here at 9.8. As you can see, we started going down. We interrupted it, and then we initiated again the Judas swing to the downside. You see, we should have had a continuation to the downside, but instead of that, we had an interruption of the Judas swing at 9:30. We tried to recover the movement, it didn't happen. We tried one more time, and it was strong and tried to hold the price or hold the algorithm. But at the end of the day, the Judas swing macro is really, really, really strong, and it has to happen. That's the reason why I'm holding it. What's the maybe the thing here is that the Judas swing can either be recovered by this time or be recovered by 10 a.m. So if we go by 10 a.m., at 10 a.m. we could just get here to these highs in 50 minutes, before we record the Judas swing movement. See, so that's the only complicated thing about holding a recovery of the Judas swing. Okay, so yeah, so right now we're just holding it. That's okay. You see how we easily recovered a full candle to the downside. So let's wait. Bitcoin keeps going higher, but we are not having divergency with Bitcoin. The whole week, Bitcoin has been doing a thing, and NASDAQ has been doing the opposite or delayed things related in a correlation with Bitcoin. So today it's not gonna be the exception. And I say this because for the past 3 weeks, NASDAQ and Bitcoin has been moving equally, basically. So this divergency that started on Sunday when the market opened was very strange for me. So today could be the day where Bitcoin and Nasdaq just get back to be twins again, and Nasdaq could start going higher again. It can happen, yes, but I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. So let's just wait.
So, as you can see here, it started to drop. We had this, sadly, movement just a little bit above of the gap, of the opening gap. So, don't make things for uh, like uh, don't think that things are guaranteed. Why I say that? Because we can be dropping here and reverse immediately. So yeah. So we had a very nice position. I'm kind of feeling some fire inside me because I knew this was gonna happen. So yeah, like having these, I even yesterday said that I don't like to put stop losses because sometimes we just swept a little bit and then we reverse immediately. I said it on my live yesterday. You can go and check it. Okay, so that was just what happened here. So whatever. So here we have to be very careful. Many things can happen in here. We just touched this low, which is very important. So you see how this low matches with the Asian range low. So this is the feeling, the last feeling a point of this big candle. And as I told you, usually when we have these big candles at 8:30, we either tend to not come back inside of it like we did here, or if we go back inside of it, we tend to feel it and then reverse all the way back up. So this could be it. I still stand for lower prices because we are really close to this liquidity, which is a very important liquidity to be taken. So I'm going to be holding it a little bit, okay, but not for too long because I wouldn't like to see it going that high, okay. So yeah, so let's see how it keeps reacting. 952, we keep trying to go higher. This could be the day where we are just in the wrong side of the market, or this could not be it. So let's just wait to see what the market give us, okay. Okay, so as you saw here, guys, I know that uh, that maybe it is surprising for you that karma is describing every fucking single move that the market is doing. Trust me, guys, this is very simple thing to do once you understand the algorithm. Okay, I'm still learning in all of this process, and sometimes I have uh, really big mistakes and that make me lose money. But at the end of the day, this is what matters. You know, this is what matters, and the important thing is that you feel confident. You know that you know what you're doing. So as I've been saying, some days you lose, some days you win. So that's okay. So right now I don't like how we are reversing with this candle. What I love from this candle is the tail. You know, so uh, if we didn't had any tail with this candle, I would be worried, very worried about going higher. So right now, I'm going to hold. Okay. Okay. Let's just wait a little bit more. Let's just wait. Remember, we tend to fake people out. Also remember we kinda entered in a dangerous place that is going to be used for back and forth things. So we had a very nice position up here. We unfortunately we lost that position due to this small wick here. Anyways, I want to see something. It took me out 0.50 ticks, 50 points. Okay, so yeah, here comes Johnny. So we just wait, wait. Trading needs a lot of patience. For instance, if you feel content with what the market gives to you like this, that's fine. I'm not saying these are small amounts. This is a lot of money, you know. This is a lot of money, and you could uh, just stop it, you know. But when you already have this kind of market analysis, you tend to maybe try to get the most out of it, and that's the main issue when you know this kind of information, because you just want more and more and more. And I know that when you see these top traders, these people that is very recognizable in the trading community, you see their big movements, and it seems too simple for them as well. So this is the reason why you just get too much knowledge that you have a most of what most of people can do, and you just feel like you can do more. You know, I don't want to sound arrogant, because I'm not being arrogant. It's just some part of being good. When you get good, you want to be better, right? So you that maybe you are seeing me, you probably are thinking what I was thinking in the past. Oh my god, I wish I could do 20 points. I wish I could do 20 points. I wish I could do 10. And then all of a sudden, I look to myself holding 40 points trades, and then seeing it reverse and getting me in drawdown and still holding it 10 or 20 points above it. You know? And that's part of what is being or getting professional in an aspect, that you get confidence, and that's it. Like, you get some confidence and you just work with it, you know. So well, right now we had a big displacement in a 15-minute candle, so I expect the last 3 minutes to give me a sweep on this liquidity, or in the last 2 minutes to give me the sweep on this liquidity, so we can have a continuation to the downside. Look how we are respecting still this level here. We continue respecting it. As I said, this could be the reversal. This could be the meaning of reversing the market all the way up. Okay, it could mean that. So yeah, like, this is the risk that you take holding something that you know could happen. I've been telling you, this is kind of the last point to for the market. We usually tend to recover all of this candle like we did here, and then we tend to go all the way back up again. And if we want to reverse, we will do it later. I mean, to go lower, we will do it later, but for now, seems like we want to go higher. So if I get stopped out here, I'm going to be re-entering the position. Okay, so let me just hold it a little bit more. Important, very important time, 10 a.m. I love how we immediately reversed all the way back down the whole candle as well. So it would be great if we touch this white line one more time. It would mean that the next candle could have a continuation to the downside. Okay. So yeah, let's just chill, see how this delivers, and let's wait. Okay, we didn't have the touch on the white line with this candle, but we are ripping through with this one. But for me, I would have wanted to do it with this one. Why? Don't ask me. These are things that just happen in my mind. I couldn't know how to explain it to you guys, um, but you know. So well, anyways, we just got to the position where, or to the liquidity that I was expecting today to get swept. It just happened, and here I think I'm taking the trade out already because we can be reversing. Okay, so you know, so yeah, I'm taking the trade out. I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'm taking it out. You're gonna ask yourself why? Because I told you we can either uh, just sweep on this liquidity and then immediately reverse all the way back up. Why? I already told you for the past 30 minutes how it works. So if we get a displacement here with a fair value gap, I'm going to try to get a position to the buy side. That's gonna give us at least to this fair value gap. And yeah, so that's the reason why I decided to took it and not let it run. Remember, we have the divergency with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been doing some weird things, and you know. Anyways, we ended the day profitable. We had some drawdown of 200. We just made 700. Remember that it had some delay um, when closing the trade, so you see how fast it moved to the buy side. Okay, so you see how it dropped and immediately reversed almost 30 points in one single candle. So uh, feel content with that. Feel content with what you did. It was easily from this position, guys, 50 points that were 80 really, because we were stopped out here. I still feel mad because of this fucking week, but that's life, and what can you do? So I think I'm getting a trade here to the buy side. Let's just wait a little bit more to see how it delivers. We just left a void here, easily to be seen. So NASDAQ really wants to do its drop. It really wants to drop, but it seems we had some divergency. That's why we had this consolidation today, and it's a consolidation between the Asian range high and the Asian range low, and probably the market is going to be like that today. Yesterday we had the same thing. Yesterday I told you we were coming back to this liquidity down here. We did it and we swept it, but we took some time. We took until 12, until lunch. Then we immediately reversed even higher to the consequent encroachment of the range that we created. Okay, and we stayed there in that consolidation. We made a fake movement to the downside. So let's see the 4 hour. Look the 4 hour. Look the 4 hour. So we still have room to go here. Okay, just to touch it and get back down if you want. We cannot leave this big wick without being touched at all. We need to touch it. Is it gonna happen today? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen today, but it's really probable to happen today. So if we continue going down here, it's gonna be fantastic. But if not, um, that's life. I've been getting 70 points trade really easy. So I really do not care. I learned to not care about feeling bad for missing movements. Okay, because they always happen. What I feel bad, because that's something that I'm getting expert on, is to know where the market is going to be delivered, or when it's going to stop before the move that I'm expecting, like here. So I told you that sometimes we just come back and we do not gap fill. We just leave it. Look, okay, and you know what happened? It was my mistake. Oh my god. It was my mistake because I had it in a very bad position. I put it on almost on the consequent encouragement of the real gap. Oh my god. Look at this. I made the mistake, and I told you we didn't gap fill. And I put my stop loss above the gap because I knew we were not going to gap fill. And look, I had my stop loss here because I thought that was the initial movement of the gap, the initial opening of the gap, and uh, it was my mistake. Well, anyways, we didn't gap fill. We seem to keep dropping. That's fine. This was where I had my take profit just here, and that's okay. We could continue going straight down. I don't feel that confident in taking another trade to the downside, but I think I'm doing it. Yeah. Yes, sir. But this one, I'm going to be placing it very careful because I'm not going to be risking it. Okay. I'm going to be feeling content with this one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I couldn't I couldn't move my stop loss just in time, but um, anyways, I will re-enter to the downside. Let me see. I will re-enter, guys. Yeah, I will re-enter. I'm confident. I'm confident. I'm going to take it out at 50 ticks. 50 ticks. I'm taking it out. This is gonna be a short trade. Okay, okay, okay. It's going too high for what I'm expecting as a reversal. Okay, okay. Way too high. These are the things that you shouldn't do. Okay, lose the profit that you made. Pretty bad, right? But anyways, holding it. So this could be the reversal, as I said, but I still think we are going lower, a little bit more lower. If we don't, that's okay. It's okay, guys. Part of the job, part of being a trader is to have this kind of retracement and to sometimes not follow your rules. I said, and I've been saying since yesterday, not to enter when it is doing its movement. Wait for the retracements. So this is the retracement, and I should have waited, but I didn't, and these are the results. That's okay. Okay, now we're bouncing. Okay, let me give it a little bit more of chance to reverse. Okay, we are not reversing, so I'm going to be going higher now. Okay, and I'm going double. Why? Because all of this movement clear a reversal. Okay, easy, easy, very easy reversal. So yeah, I was expecting that. Sadly, I didn't follow my rules, but we're still in profit. Okay, so I want another displacement. It is gonna happen. So let's just wait a little bit more. The candle just started, so give it some time to see how it reacts. This one I won't let it run too much from my entry because I went double here. Okay, so it can be risky as fuck. Okay, we just wait here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very dangerous place to be. Don't try to do these kind of things because you can lose some of the money that you made. Okay, but anyways, I still feel confident that we are going to reverse. Okay, just straight to the point because yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. So yeah, let's hold it a little bit more. That's okay. I'm watching it really close because I still think mhm. Okay. We are in a big drawdown right now, guys. So that's pretty bad. Okay. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I think I hit uh, my stop loss, my limit stop loss, the one that I manually put in the account, so I don't do these kind of things. Anyways, guys, this was a stream where you learn not to be that greedy because you can lose what you made. Okay, so see you next day because I cannot try anymore. But I'm still expecting now the reversal. We had the delivery here, that was fantastic, and now I'm expecting the reversal. That's it.